Binary basics. The easiest path to understanding zeros and ones. Decimal to binary practice. Now it is time to test your knowledge once again. But this time, I will walk you through 5 practice questions, each designed to test your ability to convert from decimal to binary. You will hear the question read aloud, followed a few seconds later by the correct answer, and then we will go through the logic behind it together. This is your moment to test what you've learned, but don't worry if you miss one. Each explanation is a chance to learn something new. Question 1. What is the binary representation for the following decimal number? 149. The answer is B. 100100101. Now the explanation to question 1. We begin with a decimal value of 149, and our first place value is 128. Can 128 fit into 149? Yes, it can. So we place a 1 in the 128 column of our binary number and subtract 128 from 149. That leaves us with 21. Next is 64. Can 64 fit into 21? Nope, it is too large. So we place a 0 in the bottom row and keep 21 as our current amount. Now we have 32. Can 32 fit into 21? No, it is still too large. So we record another 0 and leave 21 as our current decimal value. Moving on, we have 16. Can 16 fit into 21? Yes, it can. We place a 1 in the 16 column of our binary number and subtract 16 from our current amount, which brings us down to 5. Next is 8. So we ask, can 8 fit into 5? Nope, it cannot. Therefore, we drop in a 0 and carry over our current amount of 5 to the next column. Now we compare our current amount against 4 and find out 4 does fit into 5. So we record a 1, subtract 4, and now we have 1 as our current amount. Next, the 2's place. Can 2 fit into 1? Nope. This results in a 0 being recorded in the bottom row. And we carry the 1 to our last column. And finally, we have the 1's place, where 1 fits into 1 perfectly. So we add a 1, subtract it, and now we're at 0 for our current amount. So the binary equivalent for our decimal number 149 is 100100101. Question 2. What is the binary representation for the following decimal number? 211. The answer is C. 110100011. Now the explanation to question 2. We begin with a decimal value of 211, and our first place value is 128. Can 128 fit into 211? Yes, it can. So we place a 1 in the 128 column of our binary number and subtract 128 from 211. That leaves us with 83. Next up is 64. Can 64 fit into 83? Yes, it can. So we add a 1, subtract 64, and now we are down to 19. Now we check 32. Can 32 fit into 19? No, it's too large. So we record a 0 and keep 19 as our current amount. Now we move to 16. Can 16 fit into 19? Yes, it can. So we place a 1 in the 16 column and subtract 16 from 19. That gives us 3. Next up is 8. Can 8 fit into 3? No. So we record a 0 and carry our 3 forward. Now we try 4. Can 4 fit into 3? No, still too large. So we drop in another 0 and keep our current amount of 3. Next is 2. Can 2 fit into 3? Yes. Therefore, we record a 1 and subtract 2, leaving us with 1. Finally, we check the 1's place. Can 1 fit into 1? Yes, it fits perfectly. So we place our last 1, subtract 1, and that brings us to 0. That makes our final binary number, 110100011. Question 3. What is the binary representation for the following decimal number? 176. The answer is A. 101100000. Now the explanation to question 3. We begin with the decimal number 176, and our first place value column is 128. Can 128 fit into 176? Yes, it can. So we place a 1 in our binary number, subtract 128 from 176, and that leaves us with 48. Now we check 64. Can 64 fit into 48? No, it's too big. So we place a 0 and keep 48. Next is 32. Can 32 fit into 48? Yes. Therefore, we place a 1 at the bottom and subtract 32. That leaves us with 16. Now we move to the 16's place. Can 16 fit into 16? Yes, it fits exactly. So we place a 1 and subtract 16. That brings us down to 0. Now, here is something helpful to know. Once your current decimal amount hits 0, you are essentially done. From this point forward, every remaining binary digit will be 0. No more comparisons or subtraction is needed. You have used up the entire decimal value, so all the remaining binary bits are just placeholders. So the final 4 place value columns, which are 8, 4, 2, and 1, will all be set to 0. After using this helpful trick, we discover that the decimal value 176 in binary is 1011, followed by 4 zeros. Question 4. What is the binary representation for the following decimal number? 255. The answer is D. 11111111. Now the explanation to question 4. This question is a perfect opportunity to cover some pattern recognition in binary, and by this point in the course, you should be able to solve this one with ease. When you see the number 255, your brain should immediately jump to the phrase, all ones. This is because 255 is the largest possible value you can represent using exactly 8 bits. It means that every single binary place value is set to 1, including 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1. Therefore, we will not need to perform any subtraction, no calculations, and no comparing place values one by one. We just put a 1 in every spot and move on. So the binary number for 255 is 11111111. Question 5. What is the binary representation for the following decimal number? 254. The answer is A. 11111110. Now the explanation to question 5. This one is meant to build upon what we just learned in question 4. So if you understand that all ones gives you 255 when dealing with an 8-bit binary, then this question is the perfect next step. This time, our decimal number is 254. And if 255 is all ones, then 254 is just one less. And where do you think that difference shows up? You guessed it, in our rightmost bit. We can still put a 1 for all of the big values, including 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, and 2. That adds up to 254. The only column that does not receive a 1 is the ones place. Instead, we drop a 0 into the final column, which in turn signifies 1 less than the maximum value. This is a great example of how recognizing patterns in binary can save you a lot of time. Once you've memorized that 255 is all ones, you'll instantly know that 254 is just the same number, with the final bit flipped to 0. So the binary number for 254 is 11111110. Now that we got those 5 practice questions out of the way, you will be happy to know that the subtraction method we use will work with any binary number. And once you get used to comparing your current value against the binary place values, you will start to recognize common patterns and convert even faster. But no matter how large or small your binary number is, the process should always start off the same way. Begin by finding the largest binary place value that can fit into your current decimal number. From there, move 1 column at a time to the right, checking each place value all the way down to the ones place. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.